Hi, it's Aneta here from Aneta I Yoga Studio and Wellness. Today is Saturday, 31st of March, day number 90 of 2018. And I am celebrating today 90 days of consistently showing up for myself every day. And I'm going to do a little dance. I feel really happy about this because as you might know, I've been practicing for over 20 years, but for the last 90 days I've been really showing up for myself in a very consistent way, of really checking in with myself, of doing the movement practice, the somatic movement and yoga in response to the needs of my body in that day, that morning. And I've been doing a lot of journaling with mindful focusing. I've been doing a lot of pranayama. It's been absolutely, and mindfulness meditations and embodiment practices. It's been absolutely an amazing journey. And it's really fascinating how when we start showing up for ourselves, when I started showing up for myself, it also had an impact on my relationships. It had an impact on how I choose my priorities on a daily basis. It had an impact on my business, on the decisions that I've been making about how I show up and how I can support people in the best way, and how I can connect on a deeper level. It really helps me to live in alignment with my values. And I did some more work around values and what's important, and really noticing what it means in practical terms for me to live in alignment with my 5 core values. And it's been an amazing journey, absolutely amazing, and bringing more of that kindness for myself, more of that loving kindness, more self-compassion, without bailing myself out. So understanding my human experience, but actually not really bailing myself out. Stuff like, oh yes, I feel really low today, or I feel upset, or I'm not gonna do my practice, I'm gonna do it tomorrow because right now my mind is really restless and I feel achy, I feel tired. I'm not going to do that again. Not going to do it today. I'm going to do it tomorrow. That's different than actually acknowledging what I've been doing, acknowledging, right, today I feel really tired, and how can I look after myself within my practice? How can I understand what's going on so I can respond to it appropriately? And there is this amazing thing, this realization that I had to do with self-care. That when I lived out of alignment with my values, with what I believe is really, really strongly important for me, then I needed a lot of self-care. Because I was doing a lot of stuff that was out of alignment with what I believed in. So maybe, in the past, doing the jobs that were really not in alignment, and I had to do things that I didn't feel comfortable about. And then coming out of the job, I really needed self-care. So this life-work balance, it's like, this is work, this is self-care, this is my life, in a very rigid way. Whereas what I've noticed over the last 90 days, that it has become much more fluid. It's been much more flowy. So I've been choosing to do more stuff that bring me joy, that I really enjoy doing, and that bring value to other people. And always checking in with my mantra, clarity and ease and flow. Does it feel like there is clarity, ease and flow within it? Or am I struggling? Am I living in line with my core values, or am I kind of, feeling not okay, out of alignment, really, it's not flowing, there is no clarity, no ease, no flow. And so that's really made a huge difference, because then it's not separate work, self-care, life, relationships. Everything has become quite fluid, in a sense of like, oh, that feels good to do, yes, and you know, I really want to do it. If it's like struggle, can I do it in a different way to actually do that? And being much more guided by that internal guidance system, my inner wisdom, rather than I should do this and my business should look like this, and as somebody who runs a yoga studio, and you know, I should be doing it like this because that's the business model, or I should be, within the workshops that I'm doing, I should be doing it like this because that's, you know, how it's done, and I should be working like this in my one-to-one, you know, all of that kind of stuff that is externally imposed rather than internally inspiration-led. And so that's what I noticed over the last 90 days. And as the time passes, it's actually, I notice it's much more in the last month, in the last 30 days or 31 days. I noticed so much more of that taking place, the fluidity of stuff, that it's, you know, finding that fun and joy, and, you know, trying something out. If it doesn't work, try something else. But if I'm struggling, back off and, you know, wait for that inspiration. And that's because I slowed down a lot and been able to reflect a lot, have that psychological inquiry, somatic experiencing, all of that, bringing it all together and integrating it. And it feels like there is so much integration that's been taking place for me that's been absolutely amazing. And that's it. So hence the happy dance at the beginning, because it feels like the last 3 months been absolutely amazing. And so I am really looking forward to having the rest of the year and actually noticing what else comes up, noticing, you know, I feel a lot of curiosity about this. I'm just thinking, oh, that's interesting. I never would have thought that would take place or that would happen. And really, really exploring it in that way. I have to say, it's a lot of fun, And hope you are doing well with your practice. I'm not teaching group classes for 2 weeks now. I am going to be spending a bit more time reflecting in and slowing down even more, because that's my break. I will be going to see my family, which I'm sure will bring up lots of stuff for me, as always. And I will be back teaching one-to-ones on the 12th and 13th at the studio, and then the classes from the 16th again. And as always, I'd love to hear how you're doing with your practice, what's going on, how is it unfolding? Because one thing that I know for sure is that when you do your practice regularly, it's that process of unfolding. A little bit like the relaxation that when you lie down in Shavasana takes place bit by bit. Some parts of your body relax straight away, others take a bit longer, yet others hold on for dear life and then maybe relax. So let me know how it's going. I wish you a really wonderful Easter. Namaste.